Women are the tree of life. We create, we nurture, we transform. And while we're holding it all together and propping up everything in our lives, we forget our true purpose. And that is, we are like trees, giving oxygen to the world around us. Today, I'm speaking to Emanuela Curnis. She is the Consul General of Italy in Johannesburg. She will be discussing with me the seeds that have been planted in this beautiful garden where negotiation and peace can grow. Let's take a listen of how we can breathe more oxygen into the halls of power. First question that I asked her is how she has been successful at making a difference and not just being a figurehead.
What I think is that people can make the difference. So you need some people in leadership position that promote a change, a paradigm shift, because sometimes it's a lot of stereotypes and you just follow them, but you need to make this change, to be committed to that. And the result I achieved over the past few years, it's because we were a group of women that share the same vision and we're committed to it. So there were challenges, but we managed, and we were in such a position where we could write the Italian policy on that. And we could influence the wording of policy at the UN level, at the European Union level, because at the NATO level, because they were reviewing the Women, Peace and Security agenda. And we were proactive. It was a joint effort, and that really helped a lot. Italy approved in 2016 the third national plan on women, peace and security. And we were one of the few countries in the world that got funding, 4 million euros to implement the plan. And at the parliament it was approved. And the former Director General for the United Nations was the one that was working with the parliamentarians in order to approve that small line in the budget in order to have that money. And that allowed us to fund the Women Mediators Network and many more other initiatives, because civil society is there, researchers are there, universities are doing this. And so we create this consciousness.
Can you talk to us a bit about what you were doing at the UN and what were you doing with imperatives around women?
And so when you are in the Security Council, you want to provide something also concrete, to leave a legacy. So you present also some special initiative. We did many, but one that really I became very passionate about was the issue of women, peace and security. That became one of our priority, and the concrete step we made was to launch the Mediterranean Women's Mediator Network. The official launch was on the 26th of October 2017 in Rome, and we managed to gather 40 women from the two shores of the Mediterranean that were chosen with the help of the government of those regions, with civil society, from the academia. So it was women from a diverse background with different also age. We started this group in order to combine our policy interests in the Mediterranean region. At the same time, our focus on the rights of women and our focus also on mediation. So we combined these three priorities and we launched this network. Following 2 years, we managed to strengthen the network. We opened local antennas in Cyprus. It's also a very interesting situation and country. And then in Turkey. And then we put the seeds to create others. We increased the numbers of women mediators. And just before I left Rome to move to South Africa, again in New York during a General Assembly, we launched the Global Alliance of Women Mediators Network. We managed also to put some women at the negotiating table on the conference on Libya in Palermo, for example. Some of the women of our network managed to go and work with the UN or in some peace negotiations, or they were consulted so that they can bring the view of women. Because, of course, women are half of the world population, but most of the time they don't sit at the table. There are a lot of pictures that confirm that, but they bring a different attitude, a different perspective to the same crisis, and normally they are able to create this dialogue and this way for understanding with the people that are affected. So, they enrich the negotiations, and it's proven that when women are involved, there is a lasting peace, or the chance for a lasting peace are higher.
Wow.
Then, so it's something that you develop, and you have to also spread this information because a lot of time is not known. So the issue is participation, but also effective participation, because it doesn't make any sense to have a woman sitting at the table, but she cannot play a role.
Yes. And she is seen, but she's not heard.
Yeah.
Women are given these token appointments, and invited, but look, you are here, you're seated, but you have to remain silent. You must know your place. So I love the fact that you managed to push such an important matter and give voice to women that ordinarily just are pushed along the side. In your opinion, your personal experience, what would you recommend for those watching out there to be more involved?
So it's small things that at the end make the difference on the day-to-day life. What we did was to approach men.
Yes.
So we need to, we try to teach them that it's not only women that should deal with women, peace and security issues, it's men. So men should sit at these conferences where we discuss these issues. Men should give their contribution. So we were not converting women, we were converting men somehow. And to be frank, some of my colleagues at the level of permanent representative, director general for political affairs, they supported us. And that was good, because it's a joint effort of the country. It's not Emanuela Curnis, it's not somebody else. It's the Italian policy. We are committed to human rights, to women empowerment, and we prove that. But you were talking before about policies, what we can do. There is this call to check who is invited to panels, to conferences, and to check if there is an equal representation of women.
Oh, wow.
If it's not, you don't attend. But you stress the point. So I'm not attending because there are not women. So, and we invited also men to do the same. So it's small things, but and you realize talking with people, not only women but people, that it's not just one country, it's something that's happening around the world. So you just join forces and you learn from other experiences.
So you are a mum of a very, very beautiful young lady. And as a woman in power and authority, what are the 2 or 3 things that you are hoping to impart with her as you raise her in this diverse world?
First of all, I would like her to be independent and to be a strong girl and then a strong woman, and to make sure that she knows that she can count herself and she can reach whatever she wants. We are human beings. We have our skills, we have our ideals, we have our goals, and you can do that. If you really want something, you can reach that goal.
What made you get into international relations and into the world of diplomacy?
My passion for diplomacy started during my university years when I was studying law, and I became very passionate about international law. So then I focused on that, and my thesis was on preventive diplomacy. I remember a friend of mine that said to me, why do you try the diplomatic career? You will never pass that exam, because only people that have colleagues in the diplomatic career, get the way in. And I say, I'll try. At least I know that I've tried. I failed, but I try. It didn't happen. I passed. Really help you is to be able to travel, to discover new cultures, new people, to interact, and to live this world, even if sometimes it's dangerous. But still, if you don't go out, if you don't reach out to people, you won't be able to understand the other people and to enjoy where we live in.
If you enjoyed that content, I trust you will subscribe and check out this video I left for you. You might like it as well. Till the next one, thank you for watching. Have a great day.